Assalamualaikum everyone. Hope so guys you are fit and fine. I'm doing cool and dandy by the grace of Almighty Allah. This is another video and with Mr. Ibra. In this video, I will talk about a very sensitive topic which is all about IELTS speaking part 2, I mean Q card. And it's a demo. And if you think that you get some benefit, you need to learn something, so this video is really important for you. So don't kill our valuable time. Let's go to the topic. The topic is describe a skill that you can teach other people. I'm repeating. Describe a skill that you can teach other people. You should say what it is, how you learn it, how can you teach others this skill, how do you feel about this skill. I'm repeating this topic. Describe a skill that you can teach other people. So let's get started. How you will start? Well, there is no denying convention in this contemporary yarn. Skill is a asset. So young generation has a great tendency to learn new skill. I'm not exceptional. During the COVID lockdown, I was stuck at home. So I asked my mother to teach me 3D diagram. A few years ago, my mother had learned 3D diagram from the internet, from online YouTube version. She made those beautiful flowers, vase, and swans with paper pieces. They really looked beautiful, and we decorated our house with them. Every time someone visited us, they used to ask us about how we made them. So last year, I asked my mother to teach me 3D diagram. I had a lot of free time and so I practiced it. 3D diagram is not tough, but there is a learning curve. It takes some time to learn how to fold pieces and give them the 3D look. Basically, we fold papers, making small pockets in them, and the other pieces fit in those pockets. Then, nearly any shapes can be given to the pieces. So first, I would teach anyone how the paper pieces need to be cut and how they need to be folded. It's really important for making 3D diagram. Learning how to give shapes to the pieces is a lot about practice and experience. I found this part very difficult in the beginning, but now it seems very easy. So I'll tell others to be patient and just keep experimenting. There are also some YouTube videos which have some extraordinary idea about different shapes we can make. That's how I made my first few designs, but now I have started experimenting as well. I'm really proud of this skill. I don't think I'm an expert, and I'm good enough to get compliments when someone sees the 3D shapes with one I made. I really recently I made an airplane and it was one of the most complex designs I have made till now. So, guys, that's all about the Q card topic. The topic name was describe a skill that you can teach other people. If you have any kind of skill, maybe you are expert in English speaking, maybe you were expert in writing, maybe you were expert in drawing, maybe you were expert in singing, maybe you were expert in dreaming, thinking, any kind of skills. If you have, just try to express in front of the common people over phone on online, because online is the best platform. And if you have those kind of skills, you can just share with the people, the new generation, the young generation, the senior citizen will learn a lot from you, and that's gonna be a great blessing for you in future. So that's why maybe you don't know your hidden talent, maybe you don't know your great idea process things, but if you just keep practicing or keep in touch with Asker English with Ibra, so it will be very good for you to share with people, learning at the same time sharing. So this topic is all about part two, cue card. And number three, part three, which is all about follow-up question. Okay, follow-up question is also mandatory for every candidate, for every aspirant, because if you have a capability, if you have caliber to speak up with the topic, or according the topic, according the follow-up question, that will really booming your IELTS score, and your overall score will be increasing. So it's really mandatory. It's are bound to reply very politely, and sometimes you should use advanced level words. You should follow lexical resource and coherence and fluency and everything, because everything is needed for you to improve your arts skills. So let's come to the next point, is all about follow-up questions. So follow-up question, the first follow-up questions, so mind the matter which is related with the IELTS speaking. Sometimes the teacher will ask more than five or seven, or more than eight, or less than 10 follow-up questions. So it doesn't matter, don't be panic, just speak up, just speak up with fluency, just speak fluently. So the first question is, should teachers be funny when they teach? Yes, I think teachers should employ the use of humor while teaching. It it lightens the class atmosphere and improve the relationship between students and teachers. In other words, students feel comfortable discussing their doubts, confusions, and problems with the teachers. However, teachers must learn when to be strict. Otherwise, it can impact the discipline in the classroom. What qualities should teacher have? Firstly, I think the most important skill that teachers should have is good communication skill, because communication skill now this time is a one kind of great skill to make a better relationship with someone. So they need to understand how to teach in simple words. Secondly, they should be good observers. They need to be able to pick up the fears and anxieties students have. Only then they can build their confidence. Finally, teaching is about patience. Teachers need to be ready to explain the concepts again and again. If the students are facing any difficulties, sometimes we can see some weak students are not so much good in English, others are good at math. So that time the teacher have a tendency to teach the student who were weak in that sector again and again, over and over. Number three question is, which do you think are important, are more important, practical skills or academic skills? Practical skills and academic skills have their own importance. I think it depends upon the person's professions. If a person wants to be a teacher, a lawyer, or doctor, or anything in academic, they need to be an expert in academics. However, in other fields like business, like communication skills, etc., are more important. Maybe your profession will be the teacher, will be an instructor, mentor, maybe lawyer, maybe banker, but this is really important and mandatory. Communication skills obviously will be needed for everywhere. Which age group is the best age for learning? I'm a strong believer in the fact that there is no age for learning. We can learn anything at any age, and actually I believe that we should keep learning new skills as it keeps the mind sharp and active. So those are also important. Learning, there is no is classification to learn. Every age is people, young generation, new generation, teenager, kids, children, senior citizen, all have a great tendency to learn a new skill, and it will shapes, it will keeps the mind sharp and active. So learning tendency is a great and appreciable thinking. So viewers, in this follow-up question here you can see only four. But sometimes if the teacher think that he or she need to ask more, it's depend on the mentality, it's depend on the personality, it's depend on the tendency, it's depend on the interest. So don't be panic, just take preparation for your also speaking part. Also speaking is one kind of elegant module you can improve. It gonna be create a lot of options. It gonna be create a lot of offer or something like that in future you can't imagine. So guys, see you another video with another q-cut topic. Till then you will be stay with us at Scary English. Allah Hafiz and Assalamu alaikum.